guys, it's Joshy here and I'm back with my first Sword and Shield dice battle, finally! So anyway, for a quick thing, the dice battle is based off using the dice to pick everything or almost everything you do. If you wish to understand that, click the link below, it can take you to the first one or the rules itself. This one was against Kamui. They wanted to have a doubles dice battle because they only really had a doubles team, but I was like, sure, they weren't. I believe they said they weren't fully completed on their team, but it didn't matter anyway. So Kamui led off with his Runerigus and Morgrim. Well, I led off with my Bomber Snow and Pheasant. Now, the reason we led off with these guys is because we rolled the dice to pick our first two Pokemon. After that, the order is random. So anyway, I end up rolling a 5, followed by a 6, which doesn't matter. The 5 meaning I have to swap, but I can pick who I swap into. And then a 2 and a 1 with my Bomber Snow. So the 2 meaning I can use my second move, and 1 meaning that I have to aim to the left side. Rolling an odd number second means I have to aim left. Rolling an even number means I have to attack the right Pokemon in a double. These are all listed in the rules. Also, just so you know, when you roll a 5, you may select who you bring out, but when a Pokemon dies, you have to roll the dice to see who you bring out. We generally roll, and if, let's say, you roll a 2, and that's what's taken, or dead, you move to 3, then 4, then 5, until you get to a healthy Pokemon. So anyway, I had to swap again. I decided this time to bring in Munna, because I did roll a 6 with my Reuniclus, and I thought, you know what? With Reuniclus, I can set up a Trick Room. Now, unfortunately, Munna did get hit with a Life Orb Crab Hammer from the Crawdaunt there, which is also Kamui's Kamui. But I'm still able to set that up. Also, the Hail really, I guess, was not the best idea to bring in a Bomber Snow here. But that's the fun of a dice battle. Seriously, the worst chosen Pokemon can be the best turnaround. So anyway, I have to swap again. So I bring in Corsola here. Now, we really got a lot of swaps this battle, let me tell you, and you'll see some more. But anyway, Lasagna comes in, and luckily for me, he got a Sucker Punch there because I got Calm Mind with Munna. Now, Munna has 2 attacking moves, one which cannot affect either of the 2, and one which is super effective against the 2. So I'm hoping for a decent roll, or at least the right thing. Anyway, you know, it all comes down to chance. So anyway, let's all take some hail damage. And we'll see. So anyway, this turn I was like, okay, well, I rolled a Moonlight for Munna. Unfortunately, due to the hail, instead of recovering half my HP, I only recover a quarter, which did suck because we're going to get a self-destruct from the Corsola there. I rolled first turn. So I may not technically die, but I'm going to die. Whether it be to hail or to this Drain Punch, I'm going to die. So I'm already 2 down while his team hasn't really taken a hit in terms of a loss of a Pokemon. So it can be a little worrying, but with the rule of 5 at the end, it can be interesting because when you roll a 6, you can pick whatever you do include except for swapping. So whether it be Dynamax, Gigantamax, Mega if they had Mega and things like that, Z moves depending on the game you're playing, and then as well as that, you can also then decide who you attack and what move you use. And if you're down without any Pokemon left, 5 becomes 6 if you can't swap. So anyway, I was a little upset I didn't end up hitting the Runerigus with that. But this is a really nice Remoraid set I like. It's Hustle with Blunder Policy, and it does alright. So anyway, I missed the Steel Wing, and I was like, great, like, any damage would have been nice damage at this point. So Morgrim's back in. At least I've taken out one of his Pokemon. And honestly, Remoraid taking out Persian's not the worst thing to view. So anyway, I ended up swapping, and I swap into a Bomber Snow. Now, again, I can pick that swap, but I didn't want to bring Runerigus. Sorry, that's my opponent. Reuniclus in yet. I wanted to save him. So anyway, Kamui did roll a 6, allowing him to Dynamax. Now, lucky for me, the one he rolled the 6 on was his Morgram. But the thing is as well, Morgram, if he rolls a 5 the following turn, you have to return your Dynamax Pokemon. So there is a risk with this. Anyway, he gets the Body Press off. I don't know if that was a 6 or anything, but that sucked for a Bomber Snow because that was a big hit. So anyway, I got got bounced with Remoraid. Now, this could be good, because one, I'm unable to be hit for a whole turn, which is pretty cool, which works out there because he doesn't get the attack boost. But two, I kind of hope I miss to get the speed boost, but I'm already really generally doing alright speed-wise. I really want to get a good move to hit Alpha with, because that thing is definitely annoying me. So anyway, the dimensions return to normal, so I will be faster. But yeah. I have to swap. So I really have two options to bring in. Now, Morgrave ends up rolling a max guard, which a little bit of a problem, because my bounce now is going to hit a protect. It's not going to do damage, and it's not going to miss. So I get none of the benefits of either of the two at this point. And, yeah. So anyway, he's down. Wicked Weaves is at least taking hail damage. So, I mean, we're all taking hail damage, but yeah. Now, this rune, Reuniclus is actually really nice for dice battles. Reason being is I can recover with my regenerator when I have to swap. So anyway, I'm bringing a Bomber Snow back in. The reason I decided to bring a Bomber Snow is I thought if I'm going to die, I'd rather him die. And then I can avoid the troubles of setting up the hail again, because at the moment it's been a little detrimental to me more than my opponent, I found. So anyway, I get my 6, so I'm going to Dynamax while I have the chance. And my aim here is to, I don't know, generally, there's a lot of things I can do with this depending on what I roll. Now, if I roll and get a good Psychic move on the Runerigus, I set up Psychic Terrain, which completely shuts down any priority moves, which is good against Ghost and Dark type Pokemon with Sucker Punch. So, which is what I get. I can get Max Knuckle, where my other last two Pokemon remaining then get an attack boost. And what's my last one? I think it's just a Spadef drop on the opposition's team, or defense drop, sorry. So either of them can come in handy. Now both of these Pokemon are quite weakened now on the opponent's side, but that doesn't mean anything, especially with the roll of the dice. So anyway, I rolled to see, and I ended up getting Unfezant to bring in. So I was like, that's fine. Now, this Unfezant, I have a Hypnosis, Power Herb, Sky Attack with Steel Wing and Night Slash. I've got Super Luck, so my crits are boosted, and Night Slash's crits are also boosted, so it's a 50% critical hit ratio nonetheless. So I've also, as you can see, got the Potato Berry there on my Reuniclus, so I'm hoping for some decent work, but unfortunately we're going to have a light screen go up again, which is what I didn't want. I miss another Steel Wing with Unfezant, which sucks, but I do get the Max Knuckle off as well, which was lucky that I got that as a 6, because then I can aim for the Pokemon I can hit, and Unfezant can have the attack boost there, so that's going to be really nice. I'm planning on that could turn things around, especially because of the fact that one of my moves is super effective to most of them, and a good Power Herb Sky Attack will, with an attack boost, and especially if I get a crit, will take out nearly anything he's got sitting around. So anyway, I ended up rolling a 5, so I was like, great, I have to swap my Unfezant. But I don't know if I hated that idea, because his Quick Claw, which I was like, come on, I got Max Guard. I rolled a Max Guard here, but he actually didn't hit me. He couldn't use his Shadow Sneak due to the terrain, but unfortunately he ended up going for the Overheat on the Unfezant, so I was really, really lucky there, whether it was a roll of a 6 or a chance I lose my Remoraid instead. Now, excuse me, I would rather lose the Remoraid at this stage, because now I have the Unfezant coming in. But now we're down to our last two Pokemon. Now, as I said earlier, the rule of 5 happens that if any of my rolls is a 5, when I say any, I mean my first one, not the one telling me who to hit, is a 5, I get to use anything I want. So anyway, I don't get anything, but I do actually hit the Steel Wing, which is nice, without the crit. But this Chandelure is a little bit of a worry, because, I mean, he's got a Quick Claw on here, so I'm like, alright, this thing could be going at any stage. So anyway, I got Focus Blast out of all things to roll. So I was like, great. But anyway, I roll double lots of 6, which was really exciting. So anyway, we're going to have Kamui coming back in here, which is fine. But with rolling a double lot of 6, I decided to try and deal with the Dusk Noir, because I didn't want my Unfezant to get burned. Unfortunately, the two moves I went for are not very effective against him, and that was really disappointing. If I aimed for the Chandelure, I would have taken it out. So I was a bit annoyed with that, but it's how it happens. So anyway, I was like, alright, well, let's see what the next turn holds. So I end up rolling virtually 2 6s again, because having a 5, as I said, I can't swap, becomes a 6, and a 6. But he goes for the overheat. Lucky he's had these drops. Unpheasant doesn't take as much damage as I thought. Well, as he could. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast coming from Reuniclus, which is nice. Take rid of that Crawdaunt before he can cause any damage. The only problem here, we're in Trick Room, and Unpheasant will be the last person to attack nonetheless. In the end, I decided to go for the Hypnosis. I thought if I can put one of them to sleep, I can deal with this Chandelure, and he's only got 1 attack coming at me. If I kill both, he's still got 2 attacks coming at me. So I thought that may work. Now, as you saw, the timer popped up. The timer is the worst enemy of battles sometimes. Then he ends up rolling Protect on the Runerigus, and I was like, that sucks, because I did alright. I got Shadow Ball, and I got Night Slash. So, it was hard in terms of what I got there. I got a kill. But if he didn't go for Protect, as long as he didn't take me out, I had him killed. So we're going on, and I'm like, come on, the timer's going down. I got the Shadow Ball. Okay, so that Chandelure is dead. Dealt with that. And now we've got 2 each now. So the rule of 5 also applies to him, but unfortunately the timer will obviously finish before we get a chance to get our next turn off. Now, if we had a couple of seconds to spare, we could have got our next turn done, but he did end up disappearing there and having a recover there. The only positive with that is the fact that if he's aimed on my Unpheasant, he can't touch me. And with Trick Room up, I will be doing alright. So it was a real shame because the last roll didn't count. We ended up having a loss, but we called that one a draw nonetheless. It was unlucky really, because we would have loved to have seen where that went with both of us down to the skin of our teeth. Now, there have been games where that rule of 5 has saved me. I literally have a sweep dice video with Volcarona where I was on 1 Pokemon while my opponent was on 6, and I got, well, obviously 1 and got the kill. But they're really cool, so if you wanted to check them out or battle me, you can check down below. The playlist will be linked at the end of this video. Also, linked down below is my Twitch, Discord, and Twitter. Discord is really good if you want to contact me or battle me and have some fun. Twitch is also good because other than this week, every other Tuesday night I am doing Pokemon battles, and I'm happy to have some fun there. Following that as well, don't forget the comment section, whether you want to suggest theme teams, Pokemon to see to use, challenges. I do have a challenge in mind that I'm going to try and undertake at some stage soon when I have time, and anything like that. I love hearing from you guys. And finally, don't forget, if you want to show support or keep up to date with anything I do, the sub button is down there, and you're more welcome to ring the bell if it's what you desire. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.